Would I say powers are more powerful on average than skills and are necessary for late game? Yeah, powers are one of the most reliable ways to what we call scaling your deck in Slay the Spire. And that kind of concept is by and large necessary for the late game. You have to get your cards to do more than just their base value in order to tackle Act 3 and Act 4 usually. There are ways around that. You can have a successful deck that doesn't involve scaling. If you just have a really high baseline. Oh my good lord, this path. Wow, well, look at this. Look at this path. One, two, three, four, 5 rest sites and 3 elites. And even a shop if we want it. Wow. That's almost the perfect Act 1 path. And then Slime Boss is here. Stinky Slime Boss. Hat too. Beautiful. And not that many card adds along the way. Looking at our starting options here, remove 2 would be normally juicy. However, against Slime Boss, I think it's a really bad idea to remove 2. So maybe we just take Common Relic. Gives us a leg up to start here. Could help us defeat these elites, and then we have 5 relics in Act 1 if we can actually kill all 3 elites, right? We get the starting relic, we get 3 from elites, we get 1 from the chest. That's 5 relics. That's a lot of relics. Let's take a Common Relic. Lantern. I like Lantern turn 1. Gives us 1 more energy on the turn where we draw more cards. So surely we can make use of that in almost every fight. I love Lamp. I love Lamp. Woody in the Hoodie, if I were to make a dad joke about the lantern, would you call that some lighthearted humor? Wish shut. Debating how much I want to go to this shop, or rather, what path I want to take on the way to the shop. Could take 3 combats, but then we have to go to the shop. Or we could take 2 combats and an event, and then we might go to the shop, or we might not. I definitely want to get at least 3 fights before trying to fight the first elite here. Stylish Square, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. And Gigantor, thank you so much for the full year. Really got to talk about this no refund policy. Do we, though? Well, no matter what, we're going to start in this node, right? So let's start here. Let's see how life goes. Lantern, you've betrayed me. Oh well. Guess we'll just take 1 here. That's fine. Guaranteed kill next turn? Yes, guaranteed kill next turn. Okay, good fight. This is why you play that strike and take the 1, by the way. If I hadn't taken 1 on the previous turn, we'd be taking a lot more on this turn. And that forms one of the fundamental bits of advice I give, especially for the early combats here in Slay the Spire, which is, if your defend doesn't block for the full 5, play a strike instead. I get a dex potion and a footwork. Yes, I'm Brandon. Thanks for 3 full years of support. How's it going, Esmanoth? Yeah, Lantern is definitely great on silent, just because of the combo of usefulness that is draw more and get more energy. Who needs damage when you can block for 1,000,000? Footwork is one of the best ways to scale a silent deck. I'm definitely going to click on Footwork here, and then we're going to go for the shop, for sure, if I'm taking a defensive power here. If your music sounds distorted, Bojack, that means you need to refresh your page. Unfortunately, a common audio glitch here on Twitch. It happens when the internet connection between you and Twitch isn't stable enough for a continuous playthrough. But a refresh usually fixes it. Should have done that differently. Thought I was being smart, and then I took one. Was not smart. Oh man, accuracy versus catalyst. What percent weight would I give Cloud versus Footwork there? Cloud is not that far behind Footwork as far as a pick there, and I think I wouldn't call you wrong at all for taking Crippling Cloud floor 1, especially because it would have then let you take Catalyst on floor 2 here. I'll probably just take a Sucker Punch, as that's damage and more of a block engine, right? We add a bit more weakness to the deck, and that's great when you're blocking for lots to further mitigate enemy damage. Plus, we're going to need some attacks that help us with the Gremlin Knob. Here's Lantern doing something finally. Good job, Lantern. I don't think I use a potion here. I don't think so. Stack that, we good. Good work. Easy game. Alright, the Jawworm perishes. We find our first real damage card. Eviscerate is here. You could also definitely make an argument for Dodge Roll / Blur, given that we have Dexterity galore. However, what we do need is damage in order to kill things. Blocking is fun and all, and it'll get you through the easy pool fights and some of the hard pool fights. But blocking alone will not get us through Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin or Slime Boss. So we need to have ways to finish those fights, and Eviscerate is definitely such a card. We don't have any discard beyond Survivor at the moment, which means it's a little bit weak for the moment. But if we can find any discard effects, Acrobatics, Dagger Throw, Prepared, it'll start to become a lot better. And even if we have to pay 3 for it, it's perfectly fine. Hello. Acro is here. Well-Aid Plans is here. Some good stuff here. There's Sneaky Strike, too. We could go Acrobatics, Sneaky Strike. Although I'm not sure that's what I want. I'm personally leaning towards Well-Laid Plans, Fear Potion. Fear Potion alone makes Gremlin Knob much less threatening, especially with this Eviscerate. The Well-Laid Plans lets us use our block engine way better. And helps a ton in Sentries and Lagavulin. The Well-Laid Plans and the Footwork should solve both Sentries and Laga. And then the Fear Pot covers Gremlin Knob, basically. What's the worst misclick I've ever done? Oh, man. There was one time I missed the green key in Act 3, and I had to lose the whole run. Because I took the wrong path. I clicked on a shop that I actually wasn't allowed to go to. Because I had a ton of money, and I was excited. So that's arguably the worst. I've done a couple bad ones, though. I've definitely lost runs from one misclick before. Balthamos, thanks for the Prime sub and the 40 months. Discarding the Gambler's Brew. Yeah, trying to use a potion and clicking discard. I've definitely done that before as well. Definitely done that before. Willing to use the Dex Potion in this fight, by the way, if it makes a difference. But only if it makes a difference. It would let me play 2 strikes this turn. I'm not going to consider that making a difference. Not yet. Okay, now it makes a difference, because it lets me play the well-laid plans, but I don't think that's enough when I can just do this. Yeah, we're good. Should be possible to perfect this fight without any help. This blue slaver guy is really not that tough when you have well-laid plans and a footwork. Did you know single blue slaver used to be in the Act 1 easy pool? This fellow could be your very first fight in the Spire. Long, long time ago. And that was before Ascension 20 was added, though. I think around the time A20 was added, he got moved out. Because he was definitely more dangerous than even Jawworm was. Now we can take an Acrobatics completely for free, or a Slice or Sneaky Strike, but I want the Acro for sure. Yeah, Blue Slaver is not that difficult, and the starting deck can do pretty good job. It's actually mostly that Ironclad had no good way to deal with him. Silent is fine, and Defect is fine, but Ironclad gets completely hosed by Blue Slaver on first floor. You take like 20, and then you heal 6. Did the Ascensions come in batches or one by one? The first 10 got added all at once, and then we went to Ascension 15, and then we went to Ascension 20. So it was 10, then 5, then 5. Do I think Silent is the hardest to streak on? Nope. No, I think that dubious honor belongs to Defect. We're upgrading this Eviscerate, right? Oh, yeah. Definitely upgrading Eviscerate for the first fight. Killer Sheep, thanks for the Prime sub and the 9 months. All right, we have 1 good attack card and a Fear Pot. Is that enough to kill a Gremlin Knob? Let's find out. Thankfully, we're not fighting Gremlin Knob. We're fighting this stinky thing. Still probably use the Fear Potion? Maybe not. No, if I could avoid it, that'd be good, actually. But can I avoid it? Of this, I am not convinced sufficiently. Sleeping Dragon says, I got a lesson in what I was talking about the other day about Silent versus the Act 1 hard pool fights earlier. Took a curse for 250 gold start. Had 3 fights and then had to go to an event before the shop. The event was Jawworm Green Slime. And you ended up taking 25 damage even after using a potion. Yeah, it's costly. And then even if you're up 250 gold after that, the best you can really do is kind of break even after taking so much damage, because you have to now maybe fight one less elite or something. It's tough. It's definitely tough. Don't think I want to acrobatics here. I think we want to just eviscerate, hold, neutralize. Alright, I'm gonna Fear Potion for this. Hopefully I get a decent attack draw next turn. So I'd like to keep the strike, actually. I should play Survivor. Someone with an apple, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. I wouldn't call that too decent a draw. I do feel like I need to play this strike for 9 while I still have the chance. Take a bit of damage here. I'm scared of this opponent. Okay, we have Survivor and Acro alongside Eviscerate this turn. That's not too bad. Can fish for Neutralize, but we don't find it. And then we get a kill next turn after taking 12. 12 hurts, but not much I can do about it other than maybe try to invest the skill potion. Which is arguably pretty good at this moment, huh? Yeah, let's use it here. Bullet time, that'll definitely do it. Okay, that was probably worth. Although we do find toy ornithopters, so we miss out on 5 healing, meaning we only really saved 7 with that skill potion. But it's pretty hard to save health with a skill potion, so I'm pretty happy about that. Corpse Explosion, huh? That's a pretty cool card. That's a pretty cool card. 2 cost, apply a bunch of poison. When the enemy dies, they go boom. And we even got an attack potion to help with Gremlinob. That's good. TF says, I got an Act 2 that had not 1, but 2 forced unavoidable elites. Have I ever seen such a brutal forced path? I think I recall one time in Act 3, in order to get to the Burning Elite, I had to take 4 elites, no campfires. That was pretty tough. You can also have forced early elites or even double elite in Act 1 under rare circumstances. Yeah, and I did win. That's actually usually the kind of path I want in Act 3, but not in Act 1 or 2. Shelly Pemba, thanks for the 12 months. Have any ideas for Ascension 20+? I've suggested giving the player 1 less energy on turn 1 as Ascension 21. Then there's a few other little penalties you could stack up. Slightly lower potion chance, be pretty brutal. You could add double bosses to the other acts. There's a bunch of stuff you could do. I'm excited for Spire 2. Oh yeah, definitely. Super duper excited. I think we upgrade this. 3 more poison is a big deal if we get it early against Gremlinob. We could also upgrade the Sucker Punch for Gremlinob. 2 more damage, more crucially, 1 more turn of weak. Guarantees that Gremlinob is weak on turn 3 if we don't kill them by turn 3. And the 2 damage does help. I would not upgrade Well-Laid Plans here, because upgrading Well-Laid Plans does not make the Gremlinob fight any easier. And that's our really only concern at the moment. How do we deal with Gremlinob, who is 50% chance here? We can deal with the sentries easily enough. We play Corpse Explosion, we play Eviscerate, the fight's over. But Gremlinob, a bit harder here. Ever try Roguebook? Yeah, we played, I streamed, I think, like 100 hours of Roguebook. Really enjoyed that game. What boss relics should be added into Spire 2? I definitely want to see a way to take either all of the cards that you see in a card reward, or as you say, a boss relic that forces you to take cards. I think that's one in Griftlands, where there's a no-skipping boss relic. Lone Wolf and Cub with 23 months. Thank you, thank you. I stream standing up only sometimes. I'm going to upgrade the Sucker Punch for the Gremlinob fight. Having more consistent weakens going to be good, and we have lots of additional upgrades. We can upgrade Corpse Explosion, and Well-Laid Plans, and Footwork, all before Slime Boss here. Our 3rd relic is going to be Preserved Insect. Oh, yes. Okay, Gremlinob, more like Gremlin... Goodbye. Also, it's not even Gremlinob. Can I play Corpse Explosion and? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Gremlin dead. So I could easily kill one by just doing acrobatics into eviscerate, neutralize, just kills any of them. But I don't want to kill any of them. I want to kill all of them. I guess we could acro looking for well-laid plans. So it's probably just neutralize, corpse explosion, strike, right? Could try to use the attack potion to save 10, but I think I'd rather keep it for the next fight. Would I take Catalyst in this situation? I think we have enough to take Catalyst now, with well-laid plans and corpse explosion. Just the corpse explosion, probably not enough, but with well-laid plans, it's a bit better. Doesn't matter who we attack here. Does Corpse Explosion still hit for the full damage even though they started at lower health? Yes, so we want to go for one of the lower health ones. When I use the Neutralize after the Corpse Explosion, that would cost us the 6 poison, which could cost us the kill next turn when they're all attacking for 20. So I'm going to do this, take 10. Although maybe I didn't need all of the damage. No, we didn't have that much damage, though. Get Nunchaku, 4 common relics to start. That's actually not bad. I like lots of common relics, because they're almost always all contributing. Ooh, and some great attacks here. Die for AoE. All-out attack for AoE plus discard, or dagger throw for damage and discard. Unfortunately, with well-laid plans, I usually do not like all-out attack very much, so I'll take a die for the higher upfront damage. It's going to matter quite a lot against lowered health elites, right? Die will kill pretty much any gremlin if they have 25% less health in Act 2. Helps a ton with the slavers in Act 2 as well. So I really like that die. Dagger throw is a good pick, but I don't think it's as good as this card. We could even think about upgrading the die to be 17, but I think we have more important upgrades in Corpse Explosion, well-laid plans, and acrobatics. Do Corpse Explosion first. 3 more poison on that card is quite a big deal. Nice draw. A Corpse Explosion, friend. An eviscerate, friend. Just dead. 27 plus 8 just kills you. Cultist Potion. We're going to use that against Slime Boss, probably. We want a Flechettes, doing damage for each skill in our hand. I like Flechettes a lot with these kinds of discard-heavy decks. I think it's pretty good. Masterful Stab is also pretty good here, because we have such good defense consistently. But I really like the Flechettes. I'm going to grab a Flechettes here. We don't need too many more attack cards. And we're going to start upgrading our powers now. We'll do well-laid plans and then probably footwork next. Our elite is second Lagavulin. No gremlin knobs today. We've had first Lagavulin, yes. What about second Lagavulin? Let's see here. Probably want to do Sucker Punch plus Neutralize for the 3 turns of weakness. Our draw pile's not very good. We could just wait to start, but I don't think we want to. Playing Corpse Explosion is pretty good. I think that's more damage than Eviscerate. Yeah, Eviscerate's 9 by 3, but Corpse Explosion is 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus more than that. So yeah, let's do Neutralize, Sucker Punch, Corpse Explosion here. Wake up the Lagavulin. And then we can pretty much full block. Don't need to use a potion yet. If we can have both potions for Slime Boss, I'd prefer that. Slime Boss is scary. And this is Elite has less health already. We're only taking 2 here. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this just kills, right? Cool. And we even have Nunchaku on 9. We get a Snecko Skull. When we apply poison, apply 1 more poison. Catalysts come back. Second Acro's pretty good. Backstab's okay, too. Take a second Acrobatics because of the Eviscerate and the Flechettes. Yeah, Envenom now is really hype because we have Flechettes. Flechettes would be 2 poison per skill in our hand, which is actually a ton. Actually insane poison application. That almost makes me want to upgrade the Acrobatics over the Footwork here, but I will upgrade Footwork first. Would Corpse Explosion be better if it exhausted? I don't think so. I like the card. As it is. Quite a lot. Ah. Slime me once, shame on me. Slime me twice. You can't get slimed again. Shit, it's 18. Eviscerate is a lot more than that. So we could Acro again, but is it actually helping me? Could block instead. Try to set up a better next turn. Eviscerate does 33, and we do 9 more. So currently you're going from 108 to 99. 99 minus 33 is 66. So this already splits. And then I have Die, and maybe Flechettes next turn. We could additionally employ the attack potion right now. That's a wise choice. Ooh, that's a really wise choice. Okay, this just got spicy. Beautiful. Might as well wait 1 more turn for 1 more strength on this. Plus I can Corpse Explode now. Or something. Wait, can I? Yeah, that's enough. Wait, no, I have to Flechettes first. I'll be a fool. There we go. Found it. We've had first Corpse Explosion, yes, but what about second Corpse Explosion? Honestly, with the Snacko Skull, that's kind of cool. Tools of Trade also not bad for the whole Eviscerate thing. Helps the cycle through the deck. That is a pretty good tools, actually. I like both of these. Let's take the tools, actually. Haven't had a good tools to trade run in a while. I like that it further enhances our flechettes. Further improves our defensive core with the footwork and the weaken. Drawing one more card per turn means we're more likely to find block cards. We're going to draw back to the weaken cards faster, so we have more weak uptime, essentially. That's good. And then it allows us to take Hovering Kite if we see it, which we didn't. We found Fusion Hammer, Ring of the Serpent, Velvet Choker. You know, I do not mind Fusion Hammer in a deck that already has a Footwork plus, a Will Aid Plans plus, a Corpse Explosion plus, 2 Acrobatics, although not being able to upgrade the Acros kind of sucks. Everything else is great, though. And with Preserved Insect, it means we can go 4 or 5 Elites in Act 2 if we want to. We're very good at Act 2 Elites right now. Another actually reasonable opportunity here, I think, is the Ring of the Serpent. Just draw 1 more per turn. Makes our turn 1 a bit weaker, which we don't like. But with the tools of the trade, we'd be then drawing 7 cards per turn, cycling through the deck really quickly. Do we play 6 cards? Not yet, we don't. So Velvet Choker is pretty good in Act 2 here. I think Velvet Choker limits our upper end in Act 3 and 4. But currently the deck is in a position where we could take Choker, and it would be good for Act 2. Don't like it much long term. I think I'd rather take Fusion Hammer than Velvet Choker. Don't think this is a Ring of the Serpent. I like high energy silence, so let's go Fusion Hammer here. Maybe we can find an Apotheosis or an Upgrade All event that allows us to get upgrades anyway. That said, I am going to be a bit reckless here, which is to say, we going to fight Elite now. Even the Burning Elite. How many events do I want? Maybe not that many. 3 combat sounds good. Let's do 3. Some potions. Not that good at this fight. I'd rather be fighting birds. Oh, jeez, where's my block cards? Hello? Okay, apparently not here. Ow. Puddle Jumper, thanks for the Prime sub in the 5 months. Just need to do 40 damage, but I don't think I can do 40 damage this turn. I guess I'm just going to block as best I can. Still take some damage. The Corpse Sucker Punch. We'll apply the Weaken. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We do get a potion. And we do get a piercing whale. And I owe the chat a dad joke for Cursed Wolf. Did you hear about the group of birds that tried to form a government. They were last seen assembling into a caucus. Caw. Get those nerd birds. Make sure to kill them proper. Caw. Ooh, fairy in a bottle's nice. If we would die, don't die. And we've had first footwork, yes, but what about second footwork? I'll take more dexterity. Quite happily, I'll take more dexterity. Perfect block already. Hey. My block. How dare you? Could use the speed potion. We're only 20% chance to get another potion here. Not very much block from the speed potion. I'm not going to bother. What is the French Baker's Spire player's favorite relic? Mark of Pain. Why did the Ironclad starve when he went to France? Because he could feel no pain. Potion. Upgraded Piercing Whale. That's even better. Upgraded Sneaky Strike's okay, too. Classic Smooth, thanks for the Prime sub in the 6 months. Shout out to your monitors. They allow you to display the Spire. Oof. Strikes for bites. Interesting. We lose max health, but gain mid-combat healing. 20 max health brings us to 46. We have all of our strikes. Fighting a lot of elites with not many rest sites. This actually seems like a pretty good spot for bites. I think bites are better when you're fighting a lot of elites without reprieve. And they're good in decks with footwork well-aid plans, because we can stall fights and slowly heal back any damage. There's a little bit of anti-synergy here with Fusion Hammer, but I think these are actually still worth it in this case. We must feed. Also, we didn't lose any current health. In fact, we gained some max health immediately afterwards. What we just did is dramatically lower the damage the Forgotten Altar did to us. So this was a Giga Brain Bites play. Amazing. That would have been so much more damage if I hadn't taken bites. Glorious. We have 6 energy here, so I can do Footwork, Sucker Punch, both bites, and the tools. Cool. Maybe just 1 bite. I think I'd better bite, actually. Take 1 here. Okay, this saves a full 5 health and blocks a wound. Sure, I'll do it now. It's about as good as it was going to get, I believe. Discard this one for now. Caw. Next turn could be even worse, huh? Maybe I did need to retain both of those. Keep the defense this time. I'm a little scared of this turn. 7x6. Only a bit, though. Could just Sucker Punch triple defend. That's a perfect full block. Sounds good. 5 dexterity sure is nice. Alright, now we want to play as many bites as we can before killing. Which actually means not killing on this turn, I don't believe. By Survivor defend. We get one more turn here. A little bit more health. Making sure you... Oh, shovel! Yo, that's awesome. Making sure that you bite at the tail end of combats to get a little bit of health back is essential to unlocking the max potential of these cards. Shovel is awesome. Bouncing Flask is also awesome. That is 12 poison for 2 energy, even without an upgrade. Because of the Snecko Skull. And let's hit the shop here. We're rich enough. And I would definitely like to fight the Burning Elite. Do we take Prismatic Shard? Probably not. Do we take Backflip? Definitely. We definitely take Backflip. We definitely take a card remove, too. Yeah, that's what I do. Do I remove a bite? Yeah, just one to start. And then probably a defend next or something. Deadly poison? Probably not. Not worth paying for. How scared am I of the Burning Elite? Scared enough to buy an energy potion, surely. I feel like that could probably make a big difference in whether I live or die. Oh, what did I say about the die? Get wrecked, gremlins. Get freaking wrecked. Could play footwork here. I think I'd rather do 27. Next turn. I should probably stay weak, huh? This is a good turn for Energy Potion. I think we're good, though. Let's do Tools, Sucker Punch, Bite. We're almost done with this fight. I shouldn't need to block, and if I... Or just Tools, Sucker Punch, rather. Shouldn't need to block, and if I do, we can use Piercing Wail. Okay, we have a kill anyway. Cool. But we should bite. Let's do Corpse Explosion. That way we can bite next turn, maybe. Cool. Full health. We get the Bag of Preparation for even more turn 1 draw. And we can add a Backstab on top. Honestly, Backstab paired with Bag of Prep seems pretty reasonable. Seems pretty reasonable. Sure. And I think we're completely on track to take 2 more Elite fights here. Plus, we get a dig here. So we get lots of relics. Lots of relics. I like it. Betting Collector. Do I want that Poison Potion for Collector? Kind of. Energy Potion's still very good for Slavers, though. I'm going to keep the current potions. Is the Dagger Backstab a pick for Repto? Also Slavers. And Darklings. And Shapes in Act 3. There's a few things in Act 3 we're going to want that Backstab for. It's not even bad against Shield and Spear. More energy. Okay, we can maybe take a non-energy boss relic. because we now have Happy Flower and Nunchaku and Lantern and Fusion Hammer. Probably means we don't always want to set up Nunchaku to 9 and Happy Flower to 2, huh? Because we don't want all the energy on turn 1. Although, maybe we do, actually. This is fun. But yeah, this fight right here is what the backstab is for. We got him. Goodbye. Puff Bandages. When we discard a card during our turn, gain 3 block. That is a really good one, especially with tools here. Now we're looking for Calculated Gamble. Although our deepest regret is that we can't upgrade Calc Gamble. I don't think I'm going to take a Eviscerate here. Dig. Where were you earlier, Blood Vial? Oh well. Stinky Blood Vial. Backflip, and let's go with Piercing Wail here. That's pretty good luck. Oops, I was supposed to play that for Nunchaku. My bad. More of the same. We'll be skipping that. Why did I keep the higher cost Piercing Wail? Because it was the upgraded one, so it blocked for a bit more. Book of Stabbing rematch. Should be easy. We have 6 energy on turn 1, maybe 7, actually. Maybe 7. Nice. Nice out of nice. Wait, my block. No. Still play this. And then, do I have enough? This was supposed to be easier. Let's see, we can do 12 plus 11 plus 7 with the energy potion. We're exactly there. Guess we'll say that's what we bought it for. How many strikes would you want to take bite? 4 or 5? If you got 3 or fewer, I don't think it's really worth it. Bird nerds. Greetings, bird nerds. Please enjoy getting corpse exploded to death. Sincerely, me. Could probably set up Nunchaku on 9 and Happy Flower on 2 here, but again, we don't actually want that in the collector fight necessarily. Let's try to prolong this slightly on purpose here. Also, charging Pen Nib seems reasonable. Here we go. Pen nib on 9. Caw. Don't have a leg sweep yet. We have lots of energy. It's a great block card. I'll take it. Drive fast, eat the upper class. Thanks so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. I'm here to dig. Give me a turnip. Can't become frail anymore. That's very good for the collector fight. And for the heart fight. And for the time eater fight. I like it. Guess I pen nib eviscerate. That seems pretty good. Missed the sucker punch. Is a little bit bad, but we have leg sweep, so I think we're fine. Just play the powers. This is a boss fight. We need to scale. Any damage we take, we can just bite. Next turn could hurt a bit, though. With everyone attacking here. Definitely not ideal. So we'll just hold the die for next turn. Definitely need to kill these minions sooner rather than later now. So if I could get back to Corpse Explosion, that would make my life a lot easier. There it is. Good. Let me keep that piercing well. This would be the time for Energy Potion. So I can die and Corpse Explosion without worrying about it. And then block. Also. You stay weak. These two. Okay, we're good. We're good. Roy G. Biv, thanks for the Prime sub in the 19 months. You keep watching, I'll keep streaming. Sounds like a deal to me. Out of here, Flechettes. You're not welcome. And we get an immediate resummon. I can't say that I like that very much. But we are making progress. Haha, please no. Help. So this is what Piercing Wail Plus is for. Because we're vulnerable, reducing enemy strength is better than blocking at 1-to-1. So yeah, this is what, 54 damage incoming? How about we just make that 25? We literally cut that more than in half with one card. Easy game. There's no need to panic, Twichet. We're good. We have another one of those, too. And they're doing it again, so I'm going to need it. Yeah, common card, by the way. It's kind of stupid good. I'm going to play Corpse before I aggro here. Am I even playing aggro? I don't think I am. A common card, by the way. Corpse Explosion, the wrong one. corpse. And now the debuffs are gone, so this fight's extra easy. BG. Great fight. Still have 2 potions. We're offered second tools of the trade with tough bandages. That's actually kind of cool. That said, malaise is also really good for stripping strength off of enemies permanently. Totally shutting down enemies like Time Eater and Awakened One, and being very good against Heart, too. Or Third Corpse Explosion. I think I want the malaise. We have so much energy generation that this becomes really strong. Take the malaise. As for boss relics, we are offered Pyramid. Pyramid's pretty good, just gonna be honest. Pyramid's pretty good. There's also Pandora's Box. Transform our strike and defend cards. Our defense block for 10, so no. We don't have any strikes, so also no. Or Philo Stone. Get even more energy in exchange for enemies gaining more strength. That's actually not bad, since we took the malaise. That's not bad at all. Yes, we have a Will Aid plans. However, Runic Pyramid is a lot better than just having a Will Aid plans. We don't have to be reliant on drawing the Will Aid plans at a certain time, and we can keep more than just 2 cards. So I'm going to click on the Pyramid here. We've already got plenty of energy. Going to allow us to keep lots of cards in our hand, which can be really powerful alongside discard effects and other stuff. And I'm going to get a ton of relics this act. Let's do it. All the relics, please. Yeah, all the events, too, because I want the rare relics also from the Mind Bloom and such. And yes, we can now remove the Well Aid plans, which is extra useful against Awakened One, right? Because we don't have to play it to make Awakened One angry. This is pretty good. Would I have taken Philo Stone if I had Skewer in the deck? I don't think so. Don't think so. Yeah, Backstab helping out here. Stupid Darklings. Calculated Gamble of the Gods. Also Bouncing Flask of the Gods, but no, Calculated Gamble here is nuts with tough bandages. Yeah. Yeah, that's the card. That is definitely the card we wanted. Giga Block. Achieved. One more and 100% GG. I think we're already there, but yeah, one more would make it nice and safe. Even unupgraded, one more. But will the Gremlin get us first? Can I have 300 gold? That's what I want today. Nothing. You know, I'll take it. Thanks for nothing. Could have been worse, I guess. So I shouldn't complain. Let's go Leg Sweep Tools Corpse. Yeah, I keep everything. Kind of forgot about that part. Keeping your cards is OP. Did you know that? It's just OP. What's this stupid card? Discard it. Who needs it? Blocking. Blur with a plus. Or another backflip. Terabox, thanks for the 10 months of support. I'll go for a blur here. I like the ability to retain block for one turn. You see a burglary at an Apple store. Do you become an eyewitness? That's great. Great timing, too. Give me the money. Okay, this backflip I do take. Anyone for hand drill? I'm down for Master of Strategy, potentially. Tori feels unneeded. Could take Ancient Potion for Act 4. That's an option. It's a bit early to do that. Already got the Fairy in a bottle for Act 4. Bag of Marbles definitely makes our turn 1 deadlier. Although only against a few fights, actually. I guess it removes Artifact from Shield and Spear, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good relic. So do I feel the need for Master of Strategy here? I guess so. We'll have a little bit of money to save. We should get plenty of money because we're fighting 3 elites. That should help a lot. Defeating Giant Head, exactly. Really powerful Pen Nib to Eviscerate. It's a good start. Not bad. Just gonna try to get rid of all the single-use cards here. We can enable deck cycling properly. Seven skills. Played Bouncing Flask when I drew it. I think we're still fine, though. Go Blur into Acro Gamble here. Good. That does pretty enormous damage. 8 by 7. Like that. Not bad at all. Bottled Tornado means we can have a skill in the a power rather guaranteed in the opening hand. Probably Footwork plus, although we could make an argument for tools. Prepared is decent. Draw 1, discard 1 is a little bit of anti-hand clog and 3 block. It's okay. Yeah, well-laid plans. Not well-laid plans. Let's do the Footwork plus. I'm not going to take that prepared. What I am going to do is take another relic here. Molten Egg. So all attacks we see are now upgraded. Bit late for that, but still. You get Corpse Explosion, turn 1 against Repto. You love to see it. Here's what you do. You play Corpse Explosion on a nerd. and then you wait till she summons more. That way, when it explodes next turn, the new ones die too. No need to die. We'll save that for the next wave. Alright, here they come. Rather have the corpse explosion, though. Can I pen nib this eviscerate, maybe? Not this turn, though, huh? Only if I attack potion. I don't need to. Alright, we get to pull the same trick. Corpse explosion on one of the daggers here. It kills all 4 of them next turn. Kill her next turn. Easy fight. For an ink bottle. Do not need a Sucker Punch Plus. Yeah, Calipers would be good here, right? And another relic that we can't take here. Whetstone, that's okay. Would upgrade 2 bites or whatever. No biggie. Keep taking events. I haven't seen either of the rare relic events yet. Instead, we're fighting Transient, who does put up a bit of a fight sometimes. Bouncing Flask is quite good in this fight. Get our powers down, too. Want to stack as much poison on Transient as possible, realistically. I think that's our easiest solution here. Get rid of some cards, so I can draw back to the poison cards. More poison for you. Keep pen nib at 9 here. Beautiful fight. There is no blur here, but there is a deflect plus that looks pretty good. Terror's not bad either. Nor is acrobatics, but I really like this deflect plus. 0 cost block, 7 plus 5, 12 block. For 0? Yes. With all this card draw? Definitely yes. Absolutely yes. And a merchant. Offering another footwork. Or just a card remove. Although if I buy a card remove here, I probably can't do it in the final act. So maybe we just save our money. Nothing here seems particularly good. It's 7 max health for Waffle. I wouldn't call that particularly good. I'm just going to keep going. Let's dig. I'll take that one. Dead Branch. Whenever we exhaust a card, add a random card into our hands. Can result in some hand clog, definitely. Although that's not always a bad thing. Yeah, I'll take a Nightmare. I will definitely take a Nightmare. Nightmare allows us to make copies of a card in our hand. If we copy a scaling card, then we can do really good things, basically. Also, infinite? Ah, dang it. And the blur is here. Rip the poison, though. If we find a catalyst, we can also use the Nightmare on the catalyst. Although we don't get many more card picks. And clog, definitely a slight issue. Though admittedly, it's only a slight issue. Having 10 cards in your hand is perfectly fine if they're all good cards, right? Hand clog is not a problem if the cards you want to draw are already in your hand. Why are you still here, Mr. Giant Head? Bouncy, bouncy. Fight. More card draw. We've had first Nightmare, yes, but what about second Nightmare? Is that... Yes, I want that too, actually, because now we can Nightmare Calculated Gamble. Or something, also. I got a recall here. Actually, a couple good Nightmare targets in this deck. Dare I say. My. And also Nightmare the Deflect Plus alongside the footwork. There's many good options for what to Nightmare here. -5 strength. You can also Nightmare Malaise, right? Good Nightmare Piercing Whale. Good Nightmare a lot of things. Although I wouldn't recommend Nightmare Tools the trade. Pro tip. Easiest way to deal with this boss is going to be the poison cards. Just played Deflect there. I'm not sure why I didn't. Good. Poison number goes up. The skills. Bad order. Oh well. And then, not necessary because we have such good defense in this fight, but we can remove the Awakened One's strength here. The Awakened One's at 5 strength and about to die. If we play Piercing Wail now, they lose 8 strength and then die while they still have negative strength. And so going into phase 2, that's what the Awakened One sees, is the negative strength value. So they come back with just 0 strength. You don't keep the negative, but you reset it back to 0, rather than keeping the 5 positive, which it would have. So get a little bit of a cheaty bonus there. Call that the Piercing Wail trick. Also works on Time Eater and the Champ, by the way. Bug or feature, I would call it inevitable consequence of game mechanics. So, probably closer to feature than to bug. If Shackle was considered a buff, it wouldn't happen. It would still happen, but in reverse. Just like the heart does. Right? You can't actually just have a simple solution to the problem. You can reverse the problem by changing Shackled into a buff, but you can't remove the problem. Tools, maybe that's too much. Yeah, I think the only way to fix it would be to code a specific exception for the interaction, which is janky AF. GG. All right, one boss down. Next one is Donu and Deca. We do thankfully lose 1 artifact apiece because of our bag of marbles. Otherwise, their thick debuff resistance does make them fairly tough here. Infinite. Fumes is good. Okay, that'll solve the debuff resistance problem. Guess I'm not nightmaring footwork? I guess not. Take one? One is fine. Actually, no. I'm not taking any. Only 24 on turn 1. Foolish. Alright. Enjoy your corpse explosion, nerd. You too, buddy. Nightmare for that Cal Gamble next turn, maybe. Could also potentially Nightmare, although I think in most cases that is completely unnecessary. Totally and completely unnecessary. No plated armor for you. And as soon as Donu dies, they both go. So this fight is over here. It's all over. Any relics I want to set up? I guess we can set up Pendant, maybe. Sure. 5/5. All right, we're on to Act 4 here. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread could be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these footworks? Prepare your daggers, dealing 2676. Now, this is an even higher score than yesterday's run. Wow. Doing well here. And Crocodus, an oldie but a goodie for that username. What do you call an alligator wearing a vest? An investigator. Now we have a letter opener. Ooh, Art of War is here. Panache is here. Clockwork Souvenir is here. Can't buy the Helix, unfortunately. If I'm going to Nightmare Footwork, Finesse could be good. We could do card remove plus add Finesse. Escape Plan in a similar boat here. Can I do Escape Plan and Souvenir? No, we're a little bit short. Do I have enough damage for hearts? Not sure. Although I think we can survive the heart for a very long time. Harder move would be well-laid plans, right? Remove well-laid plans, add finesse? That sounds good to me. Setup to go with our nightmares? Actually pretty strong. Clockwork and the flex potion. That's kind of a cool idea. Definitely makes at least one of the upcoming fights a lot easier, although I'm not really worried about shield and spear. Do this. Yeah, I'm really not worried about shield and spear here. Maybe I should be? Maybe I should be. I want to hit one of them as hard as possible. It's you. There's setup. Pretty cool. It's a full block already. Play die. Currently no need. Currently no need. Easy. Easy peasy. Wow. Okay, yeah. Good fight. Good fight. Does that even help me? I'm not sure that does. Does that even help me? Sounds like I just have a hand clock problem now. Yeah. More bites or something, maybe. Probably fine. Then make more nightmares, just to be sure, you know? Oh. It's another multi-hit next turn, is that correct? That's correct. Yeah, I can't mess around too much. You want to work towards pen nib, though. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. It's also not the multi-hit, like I thought it was. Okay, not that bad, actually. See if we can get some of that back. Good enough. Gremlin Horn, Distilled Chaos. Distilled Chaos is probably better than Attack Potion. Probably. Gremlin Horn is classic, of course. And we're not missing that much health. Interesting turn 1. I don't necessarily want to play this footwork immediately, because I'd really like to be able to Nightmare footwork. This is where Frozen Eye would be really nice. Probably Distilled Chaos next turn. Open with a Defend. Block Beat of Death here. Then I'm going to Backstab. Cool. That's a good generation. I'm going to wait a minute on this footwork here. Let's just play that. Take 2. That'll cause me to draw cards with Centennial. That's okay. Awesome. Okay. That's great news. So I should have played Distilled Chaos. Oh well. It's fine. To hit first, even better news. So I think I'm Nightmaring Calculated Gamble here. That's the easiest play. Did not buy Souvenir? Nope. Don't need it. Do not need it. Also, I have enough footworks as it is, apparently. I seem to have enough footworks as it is. Well, I do want to play them, right? There's currently no reason to use the gambles I'm making. They'll just be in the discard pile, which is fine. Still a very big number. You got Distilled Chaos. 1 Acrobatics, 1 Flechettes, 1 Corpse Explosion. Helps us get started on damage, but wasn't what I was looking for there. This helps. Okay, that's not too bad. Never underestimate a Flechettes. Am I blocking next turn? Concerning. I guess I should play Sucker Punch now to make sure weaken happens. Yeah. Matt Zombie with the Prime sub and the 7 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Ouch. Oh no! Can't play it. It was 100 damage. How dare you? Get back here. Grand finale, no! 40 damage Flechettes. Would love to see it. Still haven't used Malaise. That's actually great news. This Bouncing Flask. Definitely play that. Big hit again. next turn malaise. All of it. No strength for you. $32 damage. $3 damage per card now. More. Looks like Fairy Friend is going to be free today, Twishet. It's a good day. GG. Mr. Hart. Yikes, by the way. Help. Terrifying. We were not actually that close into losing this fight, apparently. But yeah, GG, we win. Let's be gone now. Casual, what, 180 damage there? No biggie, no biggie. GG. Be free, my fairy friends. Be free. That's a great score, 3476. We hit beyond perfect, 4 perfect elites. 1 collector bonus on... Wait, what did I have collector on? Yeah, what has it been done? Oh, bites. That's right, bites. The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. Yeah, it's from bites. I forgot those count. Very cool run. Yeah, 14 turns. 14 turns is how long the heart gives you before it becomes very angry. And then 17 turns before it becomes really, really angry. So there is sort of an upper... You could call it an enrage timer on the heart. After the 3rd heart buff, they get a lot stronger. Yeah, 17, it gets 50 strength. So the next multi-attack is 62 by 15. Or I think if you never lower its strength, 72 by 15. It's more than 1,000 at that point without modifiers. So even if you had maxed out block, heart will kill you at that point. What is the record for the longest heart fight? There's a screenshot from mine. My personal longest heart fight was about 300 turns. Which was just to get a cool screenshot, and then I killed it. Will I switch to streaming Spire 2 when it comes out? We will definitely stream Spire 2 when it comes out in early access. I don't know if I'll switch full-time to Spire 2 on day 1 of early access. I don't expect that it'll be a complete and full game at that time. But switching to Spire 2 is hopefully an eventuality. Or perhaps we'll just play them side by side at some point. I would like to do something like an ultimate ladder challenge, for example, where we try to win streak the Ascensions of Spire 1 and Spire 2 back to back. Stuff like that could be fun. Kind of like how From Software game streamers have made a content format out of just playing all of the different games back to back. We could do something similar here, although there's only 2 games, but, well, for now, right? In 2050, when Slay the Spire 4 is out, you can do the Quartet Game Gauntlet. Or you could do Slay the Spire 1 and Slay the Spire 2 side-by-side runs with the same inputs. You have to beat both games using the same inputs on both systems. That'd be funny. Does the Lich character look interesting to me? Yeah, I think it's cool looking. I don't know what their mechanics are going to play like, but it could be fun. Any general tips for High Ascension Silent? First and foremost, let me say, you're not alone in struggling. High Ascension, especially on Silent and Defect, it is very normal to get your butt kicked repeatedly in Act 1 and Act 2. So tip number 1, don't give up. You do have to play more aggressive than you did before. I usually say that Ascension 17 means you have to be 1 turn faster in ending combats than you did before. A good threshold to shoot for in Act 2 is do 100 damage to the enemy in 3 turns. That'll kill Spherica Guardian and Chosen pretty quickly, and Snake Plant pretty quickly. In Act 1, taking and upgrading good attack cards, or good poison cards if you see them, makes a huge difference. But even then, you're going to need decent relics and useful potions to have a decent time. It is just really hard at Max Ascension. Is Ironclad the easiest to learn? I think Silent's actually the easiest character to learn, probably. They feel like the most straightforward, and I feel like they also give the best rewards for a sort of new player playstyle. If your instinct is to block all of the damage and then figure out what you can do with the rest of your turn, that's usually what Silent is trying to do. All right, Twitch chat, we are going to do another run today, but first it's going to be break time. I need some more water. I need to stretch my legs. And I'm going to switch to sitting here as well. So back in a couple of minutes, when I return, the Spire continues. BRB.